All right, let's finish up our notes for 2C. So this is where we left off in the last part, and the next part is just a review of how to find missing sides. So I'm just covering that up. If you want to stop the video and do some of those, then come back and check, see how you did. So there are the setups and the answers for those 4 problems. So stop and take a look at it and see how you did in comparison. Same thing happens on the top here of the next page, is that these are just some examples that you would go through to help find the missing angle. So why don't you stop the video, see if you can answer those 4 questions, and then come back and check. So there's your equations and your answers for those 4 problems in finding a missing angle. So hopefully you see a lot of the comparison between missing side and missing angle and what you need to do. Let's go down here to number 15 and let's see how that problem is going to work out. So they want me to find DE. Okay, so DE, I'm just going to label that one X. That's a side of the triangle, so keep that in mind. And in order to use trig, you have to have one angle and one side. Okay, so to find a side, you have to have one angle and one side. So I only have one side that I'm looking for, but I need one of the other 2 so I can use trig to help me. So I'm going to go up here to this top triangle. This one right here, I'm just going to label A, is common to both of these. So if I can find it using up here, then you'll notice that I have an angle and a side. Then I can use that answer to help me find down here. So let's look at the top one. To find A, I have the opposite and the adjacent. So I'm going to use tan. 61 is going to be the opposite over the adjacent. Okay, so this is finding a missing side. So I'm going to notice that my unknown is on the top. So this is a multiply problem. So when I multiply 24 times tan 61, I get 43.3. So this side right here, 43.3. Now I'm going to look just at the bottom triangle. With this angle, remember you're always looking at what angle they're talking about, I have the opposite and the adjacent. So again, we're going to use tan. This time the angle is 19. Opposite is X. Adjacent is 43.3 that we just found. Again, since X is on the top, this is a multiplication problem. 43.3 times tan of 19, and that's going to give you 14.9 for this missing side right here. Number 16, similar approach. They want us to find angle W, so I'm going to label that X. Okay, and that's an angle we're going to find. But in order to find an angle, I need at least 2 sides. So of this triangle, I only know this one. I think you can kind of see from above. This is the common side. We need to find this one on this triangle, and then we can use that to help us on this triangle. So here, this is going to be a missing side. With the angle, we have opposite and hypotenuse. So that's going to be sine of 25 equals opposite over hypotenuse. Oops, I better put that as A. Okay, so this is a divide problem. The unknown is on the bottom, so 15 divided by sine 25. So that missing piece is going to be 35.5. That's this common side. So now I want to use my approach to find a missing angle. I have the opposite and the adjacent, so that's going to be tan of X, because I don't know that angle, is the opposite, 35.5, over the adjacent, which is 22. Use my little calculator inverse. Remember, you have to punch in tan -1, and then you're going to put in 35.5 divided by 22. And when you do that, you get that missing angle is going to be about 58 degrees. All right, we're going to stop there, and then we'll come back for application.